Okay, so 2.6b in college algebra. We are on example 4, part B. So we have 5 minus 2x, which is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, this gives me the or portion of it. And I'd like you to get used to writing this as the or so that you have this down. So we take the parentheses off and we write it as less than or equal to -1, greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so again, this less than or equal to this is opposite. So the sign switches, this number switches to its opposite. So it's opposite place, it's opposite place. Then this one here stayed the exact same. We didn't do anything. And we do both these equations because of the or inequalities. Okay, so what we're going to end up with is -2x is less than or equal to -6 divided by -2 divide by -2. Because we divided by that negative, our sign switches. Okay, and over here, -2x is greater than or equal to -4. Divide by -2, divide by -2, we get x is, we switch our sign, don't we? Get my pen back here. Okay, and that's +2. So there are my two answers. Okay, so again, I write it as the set of all x such that x is greater than or equal to 3, or x is less than or equal to 2. Make sure I got everything written there correctly. Okay, or you can write it like this if you want it in interval notation. Whoops, oh, come on. Square 3, because it's bigger than 3, to positive infinity. I'm not very good at making infinity symbols. Okay, so let's go to some applications. Alright, so for example 5, you got this girl painting a house, and her name is Erica, and she can do it in two ways. She can do it for $250, so this is her option, $250 plus $10 an hour. So that's one way she can charge, or she can just charge a fee of $20 per hour. Okay? So let's suppose the job takes n hours. So what we're going to do is we're going to develop a formula to come up with which of these two plans is better, plan A or B. What's going to give her the most money? What's best for her? Okay, so what we do is we just make up an example. We make up a number for n, come up with a formula, plug it in, and see which one pays us the most money. And we go from there. So let's say that, I'm just following what the book says, let's say that the job takes 20 hours. Okay, so that's the number we're going to use for the hours. Alright, so if we use plan A, how much is she making? $250 plus $10 an hour, or $200. So she's going to make $450 if she does plan A. If she does plan B, it would be just $20 an hour times 20 hours, which would give her $400. Okay? So obviously, the plan A is going to pay her more. But what happens, for example, if she, instead of 30 hours, let's do this in yellow, let's say it takes her 30 hours. Let's see which plan is the best. So this is the plan at $20 an hour. We're just kind of checking some things out. $30 an hour, it's going to be $250 plus $10 an hour. Gives her $550, right? Let's look at the second one. Gives her $600. Alright, so if we're looking at 20 hours, a 20-hour job, this first one is the better deal. Okay? Let me get some green here. This is the better deal. If we look at 30 hours, then this is the better deal. Okay, so how is she going to determine whether she's going to use this plan or this plan? Well, it all depends on how much time it takes. Well, there's got to be a certain number that is the line that makes it so that, let's say if it takes me 22 hours, I know to pick this plan, or if it's going to take me 20 hours, I know to pick this plan, or, whatever. So it'll help you to pick plan A or B depending on how long it takes. Because plan A was the best plan for 20 hours, but plan B was the best plan if it took 30 hours. So there's got to be a number of hours that is the dividing line where I can say anything less than this many hours, I'm going to pick one plan. Anything more than that many hours, I'm going to pick the other one. So how do we do that? Well, let's get rid of all of this stuff. So let's move this all up there just in case I need it again. Alright, so what we've got to do here, let me get some blue on here just so you can see we're doing something different here. These are our two plans, right, that we're picking from. $250 plus $10 an hour or $20 an hour. Alright, so we need to find out at what point is B a better plan than A. Well, B is a better plan when the amount of money we make is more than the amount of money we make with the other one. Okay? So let me erase that and move it stuff over a little bit more. Okay, so when is $20 an hour times how many hours it takes a better deal than $250 plus $10 times how many hours? So that is our basic formula. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve that. 10n is greater than 250. Move that over. Divide by 10, divide by 10. So when n is greater than 25 hours, then plan B is going to be the better deal. Okay? So $25 an hour, she's going to make $500. At $25 an hour here, she's making $250 plus $250 is $500. So this point right here, both A and B, she's making the same amount. Anything over 25 hours, plan B is the better amount. Anything less than 25 hours, A is the better amount. So hopefully that helps you follow kind of the direction we're going and using inequalities. And that's it for lesson 2.6b.